So just remember, if you're having very basic wiring issues, just do an engine swap. It'll fix everything. What is up, guys? Welcome back to Loose Fab. It's another episode working on the Datsun 280Z drag car build. If you missed the previous episodes, I'll throw in a link up above. This episode felt like it couldn't come soon enough because I am running out of space in this shop. We got a whole bunch of parts here that you guys haven't seen yet, and I'm also losing space because we got half a Datsun 620 sitting right here. It's because we've been working so hard on the truck out there. I'm really excited for you guys to see the next video. We got some really cool stuff in store for that. But for now, let's pick a new part to put on the car. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny. Oh, let's see what's in here. Oh, would you look at that, it's a Terminator. Let's see if these are as easy to install as people say. Okay, so we got some instructions. Looks like we got some wires. It also includes some wires. It has some more wires. Looks like it's got some wires. Some more wires. It also has some wires, a Game Boy, and a sticker. All right, for real though, we got our, I believe this is the ECU in here. Guys, I don't know anything about wiring, so if I can install this, you guys definitely can. Oh, this is exciting. This is probably the most expensive thing I've ever bought for a car. Oh man, that's exciting. It's smaller than I expected. Sweet, it'll be easy to install. So I think the first order of business is going to be to find a spot to mount the actual ECU. And I think the best spot to do that is actually going to be where the factory ECU is mounted. So it'll look like somewhere up in here. Hard to get the camera in there. But I'm probably going to just drill. Won't mount to the actual factory mounts here, but I'm just going to drill some holes in this kick panel, put some riv nuts in there, and mount that up, and then we can start running some wires. If you guys are already subscribed, I'll give you a quick update on what I've been up to on the car. Done a lot of stuff off camera here. Basically had to relocate all of our wiring distribution stuff here, but we've got all of our battery cables around, got our grounds mounted, everything's run to the starter, the cables are run through the car here, under the carpet. You can see the interior is ripped out right now to do the wiring. But all of this has been in preparation of wiring up the ECU, so time to do that. I think the flanges on this bolt head might be interfering a little bit, so I might need to get some without the flanges. Yeah. Pretty sweet. So the wiring from the ECU to the battery has been run, and it looks like the next steps are going to be putting the actual engine harness in. That's going to be a big step. We got a lot of wires here. We have a hole in the firewall already where the factory ECU wires used to run through, but I don't have a grommet big enough to fit that. But what I do have is the original shifter boot, and it's not ripped or anything, and that is going to fit perfectly in there. It's not the right thing for the job, but it's going to work. We'll cut it down to size, and then we'll run the wiring harness. We call this a slicing your finger off speed run using this technique. You ever see those vet videos or the zoo videos with people helping the cows and the horses give birth and grabbing them by the legs. It doesn't feel too far off from that. Okay, the wiring harness is run through the firewall now. That was tougher than I expected it to be. And now we're just kind of looking at where things are going to start to lay, looking at all these labels. There's a bunch of stuff I don't know what it is, but thankfully, in the instruction manual, Holley just tells you what everything is. Super easy. So even if you don't know what everything does, just look at the manual, has a picture, tells you what the abbreviation is, and where it goes. So let's start plugging away, plugging things in. Okay, first two are oil pressure sensor. We have one of those. And the next one is coolant temp sensor. Here we go. It says oil. Easy peasy. Get our sensor back here. That's so satisfying. Ignition even. MAT. Don't know what that means. MAT. Manifold air temp. That was MAT. This looks like a temperature sensor, so let's see if that fits on there. TPS, throttle position. Like just the little guy. I'm guessing that's this one. Satisfying. IAC. IAC, idle air control. I'm guessing goes right here. Cam sensor. Gen 4 is right up front here. Oh, we gotta do our injectors. Guess I forgot to press record, but I did the injection harness. Injector harness. It's got a little diagram front of vehicle with all the cylinders labeled. And then you just plug in each injector. Each one's labeled. Easy peasy. 2, 4, 6, 8 down this side. 1, 3, 5, 7 down that side. And then the whole thing plugs into the injector plug. Easy. Well, it looks like the engine bay is all buttoned up now. I haven't tidied everything up yet. And there's a few things that need to be plugged in still, like I explained. Fuel sensor, fuel pressure sensor, coolant temp sensor, stuff like that. Things that I don't have the actual sensors for yet, as well as a couple things like the wideband O2 and stuff like that, things that aren't hooked up yet. And if you want to see me hook them up, make sure to like and subscribe, because as you saw, we have all the parts to do this stuff already. But for now, I think the last part of this puzzle, for this video at least, is going to be the Game Boy. We're gonna mount this in the interior somewhere. Please don't tell me you guys thought we were gonna make a video without some shoddy fabrication in it. You thought wrong. We gotta make a plate to cover where the radio used to go, and that's where our Game Boy is gonna get mounted. Let's get fabricating. Interior is mostly back in now, so here's what it looks like in the car. Very happy with how that looks. Not very happy with the fact that it can't slide out the top like it's supposed to, but it's easy enough to get to, so it shouldn't be too big of a deal. Got some of the old engine wiring stuff in here that we don't need anymore. I'm going to trace that and terminate it. I'll do that stuff off camera. And down here we've got our turn signal and hazard flashers because the car's turn signals aren't working. That's part of the reason I started this whole engine swap to begin with. So just remember, if you're having very basic wiring issues, just do an engine swap. It'll fix everything. I can't start the car for you guys, unfortunately, because there's no oil in the motor. I can't put oil in it because it'll pour out the turbo feed down there. So we're just gonna have to put the turbo in. If you guys want to be part of that, make sure to like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.